Shay Malone watched the honey badger. She was glaring at him, but he wasn't sure why. He hadn't really done anything. He was just curious whether she was stealing this really nice car. A brand new Mercedes-Benz that easily cost over $100,000 was not something someone just picked up as a rental. And who left the key under the tire? People up to no good, that was who. And honey badgers were always up to no good, weren't they? At least from what he'd seen so far. Tock leaned across the roof of the car and snarled, "Go away! Are you stealing this car?" he asked. "That is so not cool." "No, I know it's a rich person's car, but that doesn't mean you can just take it. That's wrong. Stealing is wrong." "I'm not stealing anything." "If you're not stealing, what are you doing?" "I have to take care of something. Alone." "Okay, I'll just tell Mads that you drove off in a car that's not yours and you keep whispering. In the middle of Detroit." Tock immediately glanced at the watch on her wrist. It was a big watch and looked very expensive. Maybe a boyfriend's watch. He didn't know. He'd never asked. "Fine," she glared at him. "Get in." Luckily, the car was a sedan and not a small two-door nothing that his legs could barely fit in, much less his shoulders. Once inside, with the doors and windows closed, Tock said, "I have to go help someone. I'm not stealing anything. This car was left for me." "Wait, should I get Mads and the other—" "No!" She closed her eyes again and let out a breath. "I don't want them involved." "Why not?" "That's my business. Now get out." Shay thought a few seconds before replying, "Nah." "What do you mean, nah?" "I mean, nah. I'm not going anywhere. If you're not going to have your friends backing you up, you should at least have me. I'm helpful." "I don't need your help." "Either I go or I get Mads. And when she hears you're doing something dangerous alone, so close to the championships..." Tock gripped the steering wheel with both hands and began taking in breaths through her nose and blowing them out through her mouth. "What are you doing?" he asked. "It's a calming technique that will hopefully prevent me from beating you to death." What was disturbing was how calmly she made that statement. Only her gripping hands and red knuckles told him how pissed she was at the moment. "I'm just trying to..." "Stop saying you're trying to help. You're just being a pain in the ass." Shay didn't say anything. He simply stared at her until she turned her head, her eyes going wide. "Are you about to cry?" she asked. "No." And he wasn't. "But my feelings are hurt." "Cats don't have feelings." "Yes, we do. And you've hurt mine. But I've made a commitment. I'm going with you, despite your cruel words that were so hurtful to me." She began to say something, stopped, let out a long sigh, and finally pulled away from the curb. When they hit a stoplight, he held the bag of beef patties under her nose. "Want one?" he asked. The way she glared at him so hard,